Hello everyone and welcome to this video of ZAHNER. My name is Vikas Sadiq. I'm an application specialist and marketing manager here in ZAHNER. Today in this video I'm going to introduce you to the front panel of this Zennium potentiostat. When you order a potentiostat from us, you take it out of the box, this is what you get. The first thing which you will see on the front panel is this warning sign. This warning sign is about electrostatic discharge. What is electrostatic discharge? If you are making some movement, there is a friction between your clothes and your body, so you gather some charge. If you are walking on a mat, there is a friction between your shoe sole and the mat, so you gather some charge. And whenever you touch a metallic part, you get this shock, and then what you do is that you transfer your charge to the metallic body. And now let's say that your body is charged and you try to connect the cell cable here with your BNC connectors, and what you will do is that when you come here, you will have electrostatic discharge and you will expose your potentiostat to very high voltage, and this might damage your potentiostat. So that's why whenever you try to connect your cell here, first of all touch the body of this Zennium potentiostat so that you discharge yourself, and then connect your cell cables. With this you omit this possibility that you will have electrostatic discharge near the BNC connectors. If you have a ESD mat, you can have ESD mat on your table, put your Zennium-Pro or Zennium potentiostat on that ESD mat, and then touch the mat before you proceed with working with the potentiostat. So this warning sign was about that always discharge your body of any charge and then proceed to working with the potentiostat. Now let's talk about the right side of the potentiostat. Here we have the 4 BNC connectors, and these BNC connectors are to connect your electrochemical cell with the potentiostat. So these 4 connectors are for the working electrode, for working electrode sense, for reference electrode, and for the counter electrode. And then on the very right we have I probe and E probe. So let's say that you have an electrochemical cell or a system which has very high impedance, and you want to do impedance spectroscopy, so EIS, on this system. What you need is a probe from us which is used for doing impedance at this very high impedance system, and this is called high impedance probe, and you will connect this probe at I probe and E probe, and other side of the probe will be connected to your cell. So this is one extreme, high impedance. If you go to the other extreme, you have low impedance systems, and if you want to do a measurement at low impedance, you need a low impedance probe that will be connected here at I probe and E probe, and other side of the probe will be connected to your system under investigation. So these are this probe. If you want to do some special experiments, you need some help, and this help comes from these probes which are connected here. Then in the middle we have extension slots. If you want to extend the power of your Zennium potentiostat, you can use a power potentiostat, and this power potentiostat can be connected to the Zennium-Pro or Zennium-X via an extension cards, and these extension card will be installed here. Then let's say that you order your Zennium potentiostat already with a power booster, then the cards will come already installed. But let's say that you have a Zennium or Zennium-Pro, and later on you decided that you want to have a power booster. You order a power booster from us, you order the extension card, and then you can simply remove these screws, and you will take out this metallic part, and you will just put in your card, and they are plug and play. That means you just plug them in and they are good to go. Okay, and then on the very left side we have the CPU of our potentiostat, so the brain of our potentiostat. And here, if you have bought your potentiostat before 2020, you will see that there were 2 switches. These switches must always be at go if you want to use the Zennium potentiostats. And there was this possibility that somebody accidentally turn off the switch and bring it at stop, and then they try to use the potentiostat and it will not work. So these switches have to be at go, and then to mitigate this possibility that somebody will just turn off the switch, we remove the switch, and the function of the switch is now carried on by the software. When I will be talking about the Thales software, I will also introduce you to this new function which is done by the software. Okay, so that was a quick introduction to the front panel of the Zennium potentiostat. We talk about the B and C connectors, we talk about the I and E probe and extension cards. If you order a Zennium XC, there are no possibility to extend, so this part is not available in the Zennium XC. And then we talked about the brain, the CPU of our potentiostat. In my next video, I will talk about the back panel of the potentiostat. I will talk about how you can properly set up the grounding of the electrochemical cell or the potentiostat, and how to avoid the ground loop. With this, I thank you for your time and see you in the next video.